Welcome to Fork Fun Friday Facts, better known as the Calm and the Psycho. Welcome to another episode. Mark and Brandy Aspinall, living Colorado elite team with Berkshire Hathaway, Colorado Real Estate. Welcome, 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 welcome.
It's cold. There's a fact for you. It's cold. It is snowing. First actual kind of real snow of this season. So got to make some chili tonight. I told the girls I'd make their favorite chili at the first sticky snow fall.
Yep. Told the girls.
There you go. There's another fact.
Husband, good luck. Fend for yourself.
Hey, call out.
You get scraps. Sorry.
That's okay. Call out to Dwan Rocket. Did a phenomenal event this morning celebrating, honoring veterans. It is Veterans Week, if you will. Monday's weekend. Week for us, because we're doing a lot this week for it. But just a shout out. He put together a phenomenal event to honor our servicemen and women, and we even had a couple World War II vets there, and it was great. There's about 640 some people.
You look like over 300 vets when they attempt to do the group picture up front.
Yeah,
it was
incredible. So that was an amazing. It was such an honor to be a part of that event this morning. So yeah, just a couple real acknowledgments. Shout out to you, Dwan. It was amazing. So thank you for that. Thank you for including us in that. Truly honored. So on to the very inspiring, amazing fact for Fort Collins this season. They are coming. They are coming. Yes, they are coming. 60,000 Canadian geese are coming to Fort Collins. You will hear them come. They will infiltrate your lawn. We need all those veterans.
Yeah, it hasn't been too bad so far.
Yeah, it hasn't been too bad, but they are coming. But we've had a warmer.
Yeah, it's been a warmer
fall than normal. But yeah, at least 60,000 Canadian geese winter here in Fort Collins during the winter months. And so, be careful. If they get in the road, do honk. They do move. You don't have to stop. They will, if you keep driving slowly.
Drive slowly.
They will
get out of your
move.
way.
They will.
Yep.
I know last week we kind of talked about the sheep or lamb feeding, whatever, capital of the world for my grandparents. And it's interesting. I used to goose hunt where the new Fort Collins High is. That was my grandpa's land. And the goose pits used to be right there where the parking lot is.
Can you still say new Fort Collins High School when it's been there for...
Well, for me, it's newer.
30 years?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because the original Fort Collins High wasn't there.
True.
So it is the new one. It's not the original.
Well, no. Definitely not the original.
So
Okay,
I could say to those of you who haven't been here, the Fort Collins High School right now. So we used to goose hunt. There were the goose pits there, and they're coming. Oh, 60,000. So just be aware. You will hear them. They will poop all over everything.
If you're not used to seeing Canadian geese, either you just moved here or you don't pay attention.
It will be all over. And then towards the end, you'll see all the little ones.
Oh, the little ones.
The little ones. And then they'll all take flight and fly away for the spring and summer months and be back. But they are coming.
Can we give them map and just direct them to Florida or something? Just keep going. You're not there yet. Keep going. No, they're fine.
Well, this is warm for them, right? If they're coming from Canada. So there's your fact for the day. The geese are coming. Yes. So flying over to the next part of the real news.
Yeah, I've got nothing for the real news. So we're jumping over to...
Hey, guess what? Let's pause.
It is not a good news week.
Yeah, and
everyone is consumed with the election, and so like odd news, there was nothing like. It's not my favorite news week. So here we go.
We're just skipping over all of it.
Are going to list off.
I will say the new bills are starting to, on the real side, the new bills are starting to offer incentives for purchasing, for getting some inventory off their books. So just real quick, to keep in order, we'll go through just to let you guys know, call us, ask us questions. There's a lot that a realtor can do to protect you, even on a new build contract. New build contracts are built to protect the builder. Individual contracts from individual to individual are built to protect the buyer. So when you go into a new build, make sure you just have backup coming in from our side, the real estate realtor side, and to back you up for those contracts. So it's beginning to look a lot like Thanksgiving. Okay. I don't know where that came from.
Most random episode ever.
We're tired.
So looking up, because of Veterans Day, this article came up from Retro 102.5. 12 actors who served in the military, and a couple of these are no-does. A couple of these are a little surprising. So first one on their list was the great Humphrey Bogart.
Cheers.
Before Casablanca, he served in the Navy in 1918, where he was a model sailor, as he was referred to. No surprise here, Jimmy Stewart also served during World War II. At first, he was rejected because, just like Captain America, he was under the weight limit in 1940, but enlisted again in 1941. And was an experienced, and his experience as a pilot got him to the Air Corps commission, despite being too old for cadet training. So there you go.
There you go.
There you go, Jimmy. This one I forget about all the time. Elvis Presley was in the military and was granted a leave of absence when his mother was passing away from heart failure. So he was drafted, like many men, 1958 of that era.
Wow.
Let's see. This one I didn't know about. Betty White, the great Betty White, just lost her not long ago.
Yeah. Last year or the year before? Wow, she served.
I feel like it was just last year. Yeah. Yeah, wow. She served. She was.
Let's see, her.
Her career was barely started when the U.S. entered World War II, and White volunteered for the American Women's Voluntary Services, where she drove a PX truck loaded with supplies as service members.
Stationed in wow. I mean, this doesn't surprise me. Little Betty White getting up in a big truck and driving a supply truck.
She's a tough chick.
Yeah.
She was a tough chick.
She's not surprised me at all.
Tom Selleck, before he was your favorite Magnum PI, served in the Army. Company C, 1st Battalion from 1967 to 1973. Another Golden Girl, B. Arthur.
Wow. That doesn't
served
really
as well.
Surprise me.
Yep. She was one of the first members of the United States Marine Corps Women's Reserve in 1943.
Wow. That's really kind of cool.
Yeah. Yeah, no idea. This one I definitely didn't know.
We're looking at you too. We're just reading all this.
Just lost him this year, not recently, obviously. The great James Earl Jones.
James Earl Jones.
Was a reserve officer as well.
Wow. In the training corps.
In his younger years. And then last but not least, I think this is the last. Oh no, there's two more. This one, a little surprised, but not at the same time. The great Clint Eastwood.
Wow.
Spent his military career working as a lifeguard at Fort Orne in northern Colorado. Just because he served doesn't mean you had this great, amazing glamour. You weren't just infantry, and so yes, he was just a lifeguard. My dad was just a cook.
There's no just
in the kitchen,
that.
Right?
Because serving, at any time they could have
serving. Everyone is needed for lots of different areas. And then Morgan Freeman graduate high school and was presented with a partial scholarship to Jackson State, but instead enlisted in the Air Force. I didn't know he was Air Force.
Wow.
1955. Automatic tracking radar repairman.
Wow.
Surprise, surprise to no one. Chuck Norris.
No surprise. Absolutely no surprise there.
Had no idea his first name was Carlos.
Oh.
But he was also Air Force, 1958. And then this one definitely surprises me.
Really?
Yeah! Back then, Ice-T.
Wow.
Once singing about cop killing back in 1977.
Guess that's
joined
true.
the Army.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then Adam Driver, before he was in Star Wars, this one's pretty well known, served in the U.S. Marine Corps, and in 2002. So there you go.
Wow. 20 actors. You forgot.
12.
I'm still shocked about Betty White, and then at the same time not.
Yeah.
Like driving a big old truck and supplies. I could totally.
I would love to see her and B. Arthur get together and start their comedy routine then, before in the Army, long before Golden Girls. That would be hysterical.
Amazing.
Betty White.
Oh yeah.
Still is hilarious.
So there you go. That's really cool.
There's a little Veterans Day news. On to the odd news.
Odd news.
I will say this. This week, go out, do something stupid, but safe, but stupid, so it can get on the news, and I can have something to share next week. Because goodness gracious, I had to go to the bottom of the barrel, go all the way back. I'm just going to have to work even harder next week, because this week was a bear.
Is that the news? Is that the odd news? That you couldn't find any odd news?
No, I will share this one. I don't know if I'll share the other one because it's a dirty joke. It's not really a dirty joke, but a pair of ruby slippers worn by Judy Garland in The Wizard of Oz is on auction block nearly 2 decades after after a thief stole the iconic shoes, convinced they were adorned with real jewels. I had no idea these shoes were ever missing. I had no idea they were ever not in some museum. But they were stolen at one point. The auction company received the sequin and bedazzled slippers from Michael Shaw, memorabilia collector who originally owned the footwear. Shaw had loaned the shoes in 2005 to the Judy Garland Museum, and that summer someone smashed the display and stole the slippers, and their whereabouts remained a mystery until the FBI recovered them in 2018. How amazing would that be?
Good job, FBI.
To be a law enforcement, to work your way up to the FBI. You're like, I'm an FBI agent. What's my first assignment? You know those shoes from Wizard of Oz? They're missing. We need you to find them. That's your big case. Anyway, the museum is now vying for those same slippers, which were one of several pairs that Garland wore during the filming. Only 4 pairs remain. The man who stole the slippers, Terry John Martin, was 76 when he was sentenced in January to time served because of his poor health. He admitted to using a hammer to smash the glass of the museum's door and display case in what his attorney said was an attempt to pull off one last score. So he is a lifelong crook and thief. And his one last score was going to be to steal these slippers. Now, he stole them after an associate with connections to the mob told him that the shoes were adorned with real jewels.
Was this a prank?
To justify their $1 million insurance.
Was this a mob prank?
How are you a lifelong criminal and you believe that the ruby slippers from Wizard of Oz were actually adorned with jewels.
Yeah.
How when you smash that glass case and pick up those shoes and realize they're not real rubies, not just set them back down and get away as quick as possible. Like, anyway, apparently the Grand Rapids has raised money for the slippers in the amount of $100,000 set aside to attempt to win them in the bidding.
There you go. You know, I have so many weird. Why would you even use real ruby slippers on a Hollywood set?
You wouldn't.
They're going to be dancing around.
And that makes sense to you and me, but apparently this lifelong criminal.
Like, I could see them making a set of that with real rubies but I don't think she'd wear them, but as a token to one of the great movies.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, like, yeah. And doing a display of, hey, this is too, but not for her to actually wear.
But then
while she's dancing.
Pretty sure if those slippers are actual rubies, though, the security around them is going to be a whole lot more than a glass case that you can quickly smash with a hammer.
Right, yep.
And get away with.
And smash it with a hammer.
So bravo, FBI, on your job well done on returning slippers from a movie set.
Follow the yellow brick road. Follow the yellow brick road.
Our girls have asked us about that movie, and I still don't know if I can show it to them because I'm pretty sure that witch still scares me as she did. When I was a kid, the Wicked Witch of the West terrified me. Absolutely terrified me.
You know,
pretty sure she still
what terrified me is the monkeys. The flying monkeys.
Oh, hated the flying monkeys.
Hated the flying monkeys.
Oh. Now, if I saw the flying monkeys, I'd probably think they're the coolest thing in the world. But when I was a little kid,
yeah, no, I was one of the Tin Men when we did a play once. I was a Tin Man singing. Yeah, which is kind of, if I only
had a brain. No, wasn't the Scarecrow only had a brain? I was like, I can't even remember what it was.
But I just like, that's what
popped
into my head.
Have a brain. Lion wanted a heart. What did the Tin Man need? Courage.
Courage.
No,
courage was the lion.
That was the lion. So what did the Tin Man
Oh my
need?
gosh, what did I can't believe, but it was a long time ago. 5 brain surgeries, people. 5 brain surgeries. Hang on.
Haven't watched the movie since I was a little kid and terrified as a little kid.
Here we go.
So.
Every time I'm Googling something.
All right, so you Google that, and we will somewhat move forward. Commuters on a busy Massachusetts road face a stinky situation Monday when 2 portable toilets fell off the back of the truck. The truck failed to clear the low-situated Massachusetts Avenue overpass on Memorial Drive in Cambridge during the morning commute, knocking the 2 porta potties off the truck and onto the road. The truck initially left the scene, but...
Scarecrow brain, Tin Man heart. Oh, yeah,
Tin Man is the heart. Okay.
And lion is the courage, yeah.
Oh, or you usually think of heart as courage, so...
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, right, because the lion already has a heart.
Right. That's how long it's been since we've watched this, because I'm still terrified of the monkeys. And he's still terrified. And I blame it, yeah. Maybe I just blocked it out of my... Okay.
Anyway, so there you go. Sorry, Massachusetts, for a couple porta potties in the middle of the road. See, I'm telling you, the odd news was, I mean, the only thing I had was the ruby slippers, let alone not only the best, that was it. So, there you go. That's all we have.
Okay, so I'm still stuck on this. I don't even know what the last story was because I'm reading about this. I never knew things you never know, right? That you didn't know. The scare, and it says a tin wood man. Is that weird?
A tin wood man?
Yeah, it's like a scarecrow, a tin wood man, and a cowardly lion. A tin wood man.
Are you tin or are you wood? Like, I guess you'd have to go back and read the original book.
Why? a Tinwood man.
Well, there you have it, people. We're going to be stuck on the intricacies of the Wizard of Oz the rest of the day. You're welcome.
We represent
the Lollipop Guild, the Lollipop Guild, the Lollipop Guild. Have an amazing weekend. Happy Veterans Day, and
yeah. Oh yeah. Thank you, Monty. Heart. We just got there. I should have read that. I should have read that before. Thank you. See, confirmation.
Well, we won't.
Monty just gave us confirmation.
Have a great weekend. We'll see you Monday, maybe, for Monday Morning Mindset. Better than us. See, she's more sure of it than I am. Mark and Brandy Aspinall, Berkshire Hathaway, Colorado Real Estate, the Living Colorado Elite Team. Have a great weekend.